Hey everyone, it's Deanna, and I am here with the very last video or process video in my 3x4 card love series. And I am using the hip kit, the August hip kit, to create this layout. And I had an idea from the very beginning of doing this series or wanting to do this series, and it was to use several cards, either one row or two rows, going kind of in a diagonal way on the page. And so I realized that I hadn't done that yet. And because there was one layout in the very beginning that I wasn't able to do a video on, well, I had done the video, but the quality was really bad, so I couldn't post it. So I decided to make this my 10th layout. And so the background paper is just some white cardstock that I had been testing out some of the shimmer sprays on for a different layout. And I just decided to go ahead and use it for this one. And this layout, like I said, I'm using the August hip kits, and I do get all of the different kits. So those cards there, the 3x4 cards, are from the Project Life kit. And I'm going to use a lot of the Amy Tan Oh Happy Life and some of the Dear Lizzie Saturday paper, or paper and embellishments actually, on this kit. Or I can't talk today, on this layout. And so I looked at this cut apart sheet, and I actually love the backside of this paper too, but I had used the backside for a different layout. And so on the other piece of paper that I had. And so I decided that for the second sheet that I had, that I would use the cut apart instead. And I still have a little bit of that sheet left if I wanted to use the backside for scraps. Now, when you do it at an angle and you're using a 12x12 paper, you know, it doesn't always go all the way, it doesn't go all the way across depending on your angle. And so I decided to keep cutting this down until the strips, for the most part, went like touched the edges or went all the way across. And so what that meant was, and especially because I had glued down that strip at the bottom that has like the little cab on it, I couldn't cut any more from the bottom. And so I kept having to cut from the top and from the sides. And so I know that eventually I'm going to have to find another sheet of paper to outline this cardstock to make it a full 12x12. So I really do end up liking this layout quite a bit, and I think because it's super colorful and I used a ton of embellishments and things on it, so I was really happy with the way this one turned out. And this is actually a photo, and it's kind of funny because this was literally like, I want to say a 15-minute to 20-minute trip that we took with our dog Molly, and it was just hilarious because she gets so excited, you know, to go. She knows I'm talking about her right now. She's looking at me like, why are you saying my name? But anyways, she gets so excited to go on these trips, and even just like little rides, like it's so exciting for her to get in the car. And then she got to go over and visit with my brother. So, and we just got one little picture of her so I could send it off to my sister-in-law on our way there. So I decided to scrap it. Now I took the backside of this crepe paper Cute Girl collection. There's one that has all these black scallops on it, and I just cut out two of the scallops to give a border around those two different other border strips that I have there that are surrounding the 3x4 cards. And then I'm just trying to decide if I want to add more backing to that photo. And I know that I want to use some of these other cut apart pieces, and just trying to decide what I want to do. That is, well, you can see that. That's the back side of the cut apart sheet. And so I'm just trying to make sure that wherever I do use that beautiful, like colorful striped paper, that side, that the other side I'm good with, you know, losing the option of whatever is on the cut apart side. And I'm using some of these fun foam pieces to pop up the picture. And I never used to do that, but I like doing that now. And I realize how much easier it is for me to kind of stack things around it if I want to. But also, now that I have the option to use the fun foam, I love that it is, not super dimensional. And it just gives it just a tiny bit of a shadow. So I really like that. And I've been doing it a lot more often lately. So I did do some sewing on the layout. I did basically on those scallops. And I think that was it. I think I had planned on doing it down by the cab strip at the bottom, which is why I used glue to tack it down, but for whatever reason I chose not to. And then I also have this package of rubber charms, or I'm calling them rubber charms. I don't know if they're called rubber pieces or, but they're rubber and they don't have sticky on the back of them. So you have to add your own. But this one was from the Dear Lizzie Saturday collection and it had this cab in it. And so I was like, well, for sure I need to use that, right? Because I'm not going to do many layouts with cabs. So I figured this was the perfect layout. So I feel like I'm talking really fast and I cannot even keep up with the layout. So I hope, if there's anything you guys have questions about, you can just ask me. But for the most part, I think you can see what's going on in the layout. But I did use some of those thickers and they are from the latest Dear Lizzie collection and they're super pretty. Like, I love them. They have black on the bottom and then the rest is white, and then they have these little black polka dots in the middle. So I really like them. And of course, for the most part, this layout all matches perfectly because it's mostly a couple of different collections. But, the hip kits, they do a really good job anyways of like matching colors perfectly with, their Project Life cards and all that kind of stuff too. So, but I'm using some of the stickers that we got in the Amy Tan, the clear sticker book. We got a full book of that. And then right here we have, this is the Dear Lizzie clear stickers. And this was kind of neat because we got the full package and it has 2 sheets of each, what am I trying to say? There's 4 sheets and, they're duplicates. So there's 2 stickers for each design. And I like that because sometimes you're afraid to use something or, maybe you have an idea for it and, you don't want to use it. But when you have 2, it makes it easier to use. Or I think I said in one of my last videos, it makes it easier to hoard the other one. So that Totally Fun is like an acetate, and it came in the Amy Tan, the Oh Happy Life ephemera pack or die cut pack. And of course it does have the little sheet, protector sheet that you have to take off of there, but it's worth it, I think, because they, you avoid them being scratched and they look really nice when you take the protector sheet off. And I'm just stapling that down. And then I did my journaling on the typewriter and just did a really quick story that basically just says, not that it was a long road trip, but Molly doesn't care as long as she gets to come with. This time it was an adventure to Russ and Brenda's house. And then I said the date. And I really do like the way that typed journaling looks. I used to always write in my handwriting, and I still like to do that. But I think more and more about the fact that, my handwriting is getting messier and stuff as I get older. So sometimes I don't like the way it looks on my pages, but I will still continue to write. I mean, for the most part, it's easier that way anyways. But when I can, I like to kind of change it up. And since I have a typewriter, I might as well use it. And I am using this paper, which, again, I believe that is from no, that one's actually from Crate Paper. So that's from the Cute Girl collection. And I don't know why, but this was one of my favorite paper. I don't even, there were so many papers I loved in this kit, but this one I loved for like these backgrounds. And so it took me a long time to use my second sheet, but I ended up using both times I used that paper, I used the gray side with the white triangles. I really liked it. And what am I doing now? I think I'm just trying to see if there's anything more I want to add. And there's at least a couple of things I add, I think. I'm trying to find something to go over that heart on that Project Life card. Like I didn't want to put that Live Simply on top of the heart because it just looked like it would kind of cover it up. So I found this one that says "Oh Happy Life," and I put it on white cardstock and then just cut it out. And I'm actually going to pop that up. And I believe that's the last thing I do. I could prove myself wrong there, but we'll see. All right, before I run out of time, I wanted to tell you guys how many cards I used during this series. And I used 33 3x4 cards in different ways on the 11 layouts that I made. It was 11 even though there was only 10 videos because of the one layout the one video that I wasn't able to post because of the poor quality. But so anyways, it was a fun series. I really enjoyed it, and I do have another series in the works. So I hope you enjoyed this series, and I hope you're enjoying me doing series. I appreciate all of your comments and thumbs ups, and thanks for everyone new who has subscribed lately. And here's the still shots for this layout. And again, I really do like the way this one turned out. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.